everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now, I just finished my last training session ahead of my comic relief challenge that I'm doing, which when you're watching this will start tomorrow. So all the info of where you can donate will be in the description below, and hopefully, and it'll also have a tracker on there of where you can follow me and come out and support if you want to come down and say hello. I also posted on Instagram a little thing about asking me some questions about the challenge and all that kind of stuff. But before I do that, I'm just gonna give you a quick taster of what I've been up to over the last 9 weeks while I've been training. I think every day that goes by, I'm starting to realize how much of a challenge this challenge is gonna be. Whether it's the cold, whether it's the endurance side of it, or whether it's just the mental side of it. So today is day 1 of training for my Red Nose Day challenge. A little bit nervous, but I'm about to learn how to run again. So here goes day 1.
Today, Tom and I have been working on his running, on his movement. We've been doing lots of video analysis, taking sensor analysis, but he has got a big challenge. An ultra marathon is a big challenge for anybody.
We've got to do 30 miles. I think I did about 2 today, so we're ready. The sport that I've trained for 20 years has all been explosive power, very short, sharp, quick reps. This challenge is all about endurance. It's a completely different style of training. Well, hard seat, isn't it? Feel that already. The open water swimming, quite honestly, I hate cold water so much, and that for me is what I think about when I try and sleep at night. Oh my God, I'm freezing already. Oh no, I'm really not going to enjoy this, guys. I'm really not.
I am here with Tom to get him ready for swimming in the cold water. He didn't necessarily like the idea of cold water, so we're going to have to change his mindset as much as we possibly can.
I'm like, look, I've got goosebumps already. Oh my.
It's not getting any warmer between now and the challenge, it's only going to get colder. Keep breathing. That's it. It's literally just a natural response your body is dealing with.
So I just got out of this. It was the coldest thing I've ever experienced. Well done, mate. I'm gonna have to do that 4 times a week. Relentless. Today I'm just here to learn the basics of rowing. I've never done any kind of rowing on the water before.
We've got him in the boat, trying some confidence skills, how to manoeuvre. We also put him through his capsize, so now he knows if he falls out of the boat, how to get back in.
I don't want to do it! Ah! Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go.
I think the biggest challenge for Tom is going to be staying relaxed, staying calm. Regardless, an Olympian or not, it will be hard for him. It's a completely different sport and it's a completely different movement to what he's used to.
Thank you very much for helping me out with
The
that.
thought that this challenge might actually make a difference to real people in so many different organisations through comic relief, I think that's going to be one thing that's going to push me at every step. When it's freezing cold outside and I have to get in that cold water, that's the first thing I'm going to think about. And I want to really be able to achieve this thing, this challenge, and finish it and complete it, because I really want to do the best that I can to help as many people as possible.
Ooh, doesn't it look exciting? Doesn't it look exciting? Well, I say exciting. It looks cool in the video, but I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. But I thought I'd answer some of the questions that have been coming through. First one is from Seb, who's editing this video. Are you sore? Yes, I am. I'm always sore. My feet hurt, I've got blisters, my knees hurt. I had knee surgery last year, so my knees are feeling sore. Honestly, it's going to be really tough to get through it, if I'm being completely honest, and I've just got to get through it without chafing. I've just found out there's going to be 40-mile-an-hour headwinds and it's going to be raining, so yay. Next one is from Jack Cloudy, who says, which has been the hardest part to train? Swim, run, boat or cycling? Honestly, swimming has been really difficult for me because normally all I do is dive in and swim to the side. That's about as far as it gets for me. And the cold water was really difficult. But honestly, the most technical thing has been the rowing, because it's not just like on a machine. I had to learn to like actually row in the water and actually make the boat move and not make it stop and stall, and learn to navigate the twists and turns of what the river's going to be and the locks and dodging boats and all that kind of stuff. So it's been quite intense. Next one is from Darren Disney fan, who says, have you learned anything about yourself from doing it? The one thing that I've learned about myself is that I can't like when I have a training program set for me, I can't skip anything. I have to do everything and do everything. Like, I can't just do it half-heartedly. I have to like just do it, you know what I mean? I kind of knew that about myself anyway, but I also probably found out about myself that endurance training is extremely tough. It's not like it's ever gets you crazy out of breath, but it's just like really long and it just makes you hungry all the time. And I'm a hungry person anyway. Next one is FLFLR_6, who says, what do Lance and Robbie think about the challenge? I mean, Robbie doesn't really know what I'm doing other than the fact that he sees me on a bike all the time and he sees me rowing in the house and then he sees me running around and going to training. But I think he just thinks that when I say I'm going training, he thinks I'm just going diving training. But yeah, I think Lance thinks I'm nuts for doing it because he's like, you've just finished the Olympics and now you're doing a whole nother training challenge and putting your body through all kinds of stuff. But, you know, always got to be doing something. Next one is from Christmas.Creek, who says, did you capsize when rowing at all? Well, if you watched that video just before, yes, I did. But it was on purpose because they told me I needed to learn how to actually get back in the boat. But honestly, it wasn't actually that difficult to get back in the boat because it was just, and they are quite stable, although they're not that stable and I could fall out, especially if it's choppy. I think at least I know how to get back in, but it was freezing. Next one's from Joe, says, do you have any thoughts for when it gets tough, like any stories people think about? Honestly, I've met some amazing families through this journey, through Comic Relief. A family that I spent some time with where a lady who had 2 kids already took in her sister's 3 kids when she couldn't look after them anymore, and there's this charity called Kinship which helps support families that have either lost the parents so that the kids can't be looked after, or they aren't in a state to be able to look after them, and instead of going into like the foster system or the adoption system and getting split up, members of family take these kids on as, you know, whether they're aunts, uncles, siblings, whatever it may be, grandparents, but they don't get the same amount of like financial support and advice like you would if you were adopting or fostering. So Kinship has been a great charity that I think is going to motivate me, and also a charity called Balloons, which Comic Relief also help, which is, it gives children between 5 and 24, I think, like, so not necessarily always children, but that gives them support of how to, you know, deal with losing someone, and like coping mechanisms, and just someone to talk to in a safe space to be able to share things, which I think is, again, like the thought that this is going to raise money for those kind of causes is important. Next one is from Mike, or USMVS London. Does Lance have a wetsuit fetish now? I mean, probably. I mean, when I was in my wetsuit, he was like, what are you wearing? He said I looked like a Power Ranger. This next one is from Marco_E_Matteo. I think it's better if we get someone else to read this one.
Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
Well, thank you. I haven't actually finished the challenge yet, but check back here next week and see if I have. Next one is from Penelope Pandolfo, who says, where can we watch? Well, in the link that I'll put in the description, you'll be able to watch the challenge in terms of being able to see where I am, track it, and there is going to be a documentary that is going to be put out on TV, I think, on like the 17th or 18th of March, the night before the main Comic Relief show. So you'll be able to watch that then. But also there'll be like little snippets throughout on my YouTube and social media. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope I answered a few of your questions. I'm going to go and chill and rest up and pack. I'm also taking Robbie to swimming lessons in a minute, so yeah, I'm gonna go and do that. I love you. Thank you so much for all your support. Donate whatever you can. It really means a lot to, you know, it's gonna help change the life of so many people, so thank you so much. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week, and probably throughout the week when I'm doing this challenge, so bye.